So often I'll hear people say that they want to lose weight because they want to feel better. So really it's like, I just want to feel better. Now, this is a really big topic area and it could go in many different tangents, but I want to focus on this one area, this one particular tangent when it comes to feeling better in terms of weight loss. The thing is that so many things can impact what actually makes us feel better and that what could possibly have contributed to the weight loss. So it could be that you started, a running program or I don't know, lifting weights or eating a little bit differently, and perhaps that has contributed to losing some weight. The thing is that those things in and of themselves also contribute to feeling good. So the question then, like, it's hard to differentiate between, was it really the weight loss, or was it the running program, or was it eating differently? Like, you really can't know. The only way that you could possibly know that was if somehow, those pounds were like liposuctioned off your body and nothing else changed. And then you were able to compare it to doing that running program and eating differently and the weight staying exactly the same. And you can't do that. Like, that experiment doesn't work. So it's really hard to tell. And again, now somebody else, I know where your mind could possibly be going right now. Yeah, but, and there's a lot of different tangents. So this unfortunately is a short video, so I'm not going to be able to address the tangents. If you have some yeah, but tangents and you want me to speak to them, put them in the comments and I'm happy to do a video on that yeah, but. So we can yeah, but this all day, and I'd love to give my thoughts on those. So coming back, let's focus on this one line here, feeling better. So we can feel better absolutely by doing certain things or listening to our body in certain ways without then needing to focus on the weight loss. Like, literally, if you could take that off your plate, it just was not on your radar. Or imagine it this way. Imagine you could never lose weight. Just imagine that. There was no way that your body was going to shift, but you still wanted to feel better. Okay, but that just wasn't an option. You knew it could never happen. And guess what? For some people, that's really how it feels, or often what ends up kind of happening. It's like, no matter what they do, it's hard to budge. What would you do to feel better? Because it's not all or nothing. It's not black or white. You can absolutely feel better, and we have that as our guidance. All it requires is listening to ourselves and listening to our bodies. Moment to moment or day by day, not I need to do this thing every day for the rest of my life to feel better, because what you need right now could be very different than what you need in 3 months from now, or a year from now, or 10 years from now. It's just in this moment, what would help me feel better? And then getting in touch with, well, what is feeling better? Like, what does that mean? Does that mean more energy? Does that mean feeling more peace? Does that mean feeling less anxious? Because there's so many different ways that you could feel better, or that you could go with that, depending on what the feeling better is. Does it want to be more rested? So there's so many different avenues. Do you need more sleep? Like feeling better is so general, but honing into what that is, and then letting go of the weight loss as a requirement and just focus on the feeling better. It would save a lot of stress. And the irony is that when you feel better, you probably feel better about your body too. And this would happen to me all the time when I was actively suppressing my weight, when I was actively constantly trying to keep a low weight. I would have days when I would work out and I felt so good. I felt light, I felt energetic, and I could have sworn I lost weight. And I would go on the scale only to find that I hadn't. And I'd feel so disappointed. Or there would be days when I was the exact same weight and I'd exercise and I'd feel so lethargic and so heavy. And yet nothing had changed with my weight. So feeling better really had nothing to do with my body size. Like this visceral experience of feeling better. And you know this because there are days when you feel good in your body and it's exactly the same. And if we need the weight to budge, if we need to be 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, whatever it might be lighter in order to feel better, and it doesn't happen, we're stuck and miserable and just caught. And yet we have so many opportunities to feel better just by listening in this moment. It can't be contingent upon the weight budging. It can't, because even in the same day, you'll have moments of feeling good in some moments and feeling bad in other moments. It just happens to be when we're constantly blaming it on the body that we get fixated on it and think this is what needs to shift. So if you really want to feel better, focus on feeling better. Get in tune in the moment with what would help you feel better and just take weight loss off of it. The body size really isn't much of our business anyways. Honestly and truly, the body regulates itself. It is doing that right now without any input from you. It is digesting your food. It is beating your heart. It is doing billions of microscopic, intelligent, complex processes right now without you having to do a damn thing about it. It is so smart. It is so intelligent. And really, our job is to just pay attention to what feels better for us. And you know what that is. But we've just been so conditioned to ignore it and to focus on weight. So, small little video on a really big topic, and there's lots of different aspects and tangents and nuances to this. I'm focusing on just this one, which is what would make you feel better if you were not focusing on weight loss, and that thing that you do that feels better might end up impacting your weight in a way that you want it to go. So you might end up losing weight, but you might not. But it doesn't matter, that's not hanging over you. So what would make you feel better physically, emotionally, whatever, if you could just take weight off of the front burner, put it on the back. Okay, so that's the test. That's the thing. Take it off and test it out. Test it out for a while. Because really, in the end, it's all just about feeling better. And there's so much more freedom when you don't have requirements needed to be met in order for that to happen.